Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to be exploring a what-if possibility in Star Wars. What if, instead of Obi-Wan going to fight Anakin on Mustafar in Revenge of the Sith, Yoda did, and Obi-Wan went to fight the Emperor in Coruscant. This is the first in what may become a series. I'm not sure yet. I was going to do what if Darth Maul killed Obi-Wan on Tatooine, but then Stupendous Wave is kinda doing that exact video, so I decided to do this instead. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi walked through the halls of the Senate building in silence. Just almost an hour earlier, he had seen holovids of his former apprentice and best friend Anakin Skywalker pledge his allegiance to Chancellor Palpatine, who they now knew to be the evil Sith Lord Darth Sidious. Anakin then went to the Jedi Temple and slaughtered the Jedi, not even sparing the younglings. Anakin Skywalker, one of the most powerful Jedi ever to exist, and the alleged Chosen One, was now Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. Obi-Wan and Master Yoda were, to their knowledge, the last two Jedi alive. But there were also only two Sith. Destroying the Sith was the Jedi's last hope. Obi-Wan was now going to destroy the Chancellor, while Yoda went off to find Vader. Obi-Wan came to the Chancellor's new office in the Senate building. He paused. He could feel the dark power resonating from in the room. Then, hand on his lightsaber hilt, he quickly burst through the door and cut down two royal guards with his glowing blue blade. Sitting calmly behind a desk was Senator Mas Amedda, a blue-skinned Chagrian, and Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. Palpatine stood, smiling. His face was as Obi-Wan had never seen it. It was wrinkled and deformed, his eyes glowing a fierce yellow. "Master Obi-Wan Kenobi," he said in his deep, evil voice, "how good of you to visit." Obi-Wan pointed his lightsaber at Palpatine. "Your rule is at an end, Chancellor," Kenobi said. Palpatine smiled more broadly. "I am no longer Chancellor, Master Jedi. I am the Emperor." Suddenly, Kenobi lunged at Palpatine with incredible speed, his lightsaber raised, but he wasn't quick enough. With a single blast of force energy, the Emperor threw Obi-Wan against the chamber wall, his lightsaber flying out of his hand. Palpatine then raised his hands and, as Kenobi attempted to force pull his weapon back to him, blasted Obi-Wan with bolts of dark force lightning. Kenobi screamed. It was the most intense pain he had felt in his life. It was as if every one of his nerves was on fire. The Emperor was cackling loudly, Amedda watching behind him. Then he lowered his hands, Obi-Wan gasping for breath. "The Jedi are all but extinct," he said. "The Republic is dismantled. I, the Dark Lord of the Sith, am the supreme ruler of the galaxy." Then he raised his hands once more and, in another burst of electricity, ended Obi-Wan Kenobi's life. Palpatine turned and walked slowly towards Amedda. "I sense a disturbance in the Force. My apprentice Darth Vader is in danger. We must take a ship to Mustafar at once." Vader looked across the desolate, volcanic lands of the planet Mustafar. He had killed the Separatist leaders, and ended the long and hard Clone Wars. The Jedi who had betrayed the Republic were almost wiped out. Vader had pledged his loyalty to the Sith in order to stay loyal to the Republic, and to learn the secret to saving the life of his wife Padme. Vader looked up to see a ship flying towards the landing pad nearest to him. It was a starfighter. Not only that, it was a Jedi starfighter. Rage filled Vader. How did the Jedi find him on Mustafar? The ship landed, and the hatch opened up. No, it couldn't be, but it was. Yoda, the Jedi Grand Master, climbed out of the fighter cockpit. Vader knew what he must do. Slowly he approached Yoda. He would kill him. With the dark side as his ally, Vader was surely more powerful than any Jedi, including Master Yoda. He came within speaking distance and then stopped. Yoda looked at him gravely. "How did you find me?" Vader asked the small green Jedi Master. "Important, that is not," Yoda replied. "You're here to kill me," yelled Vader. Yoda stayed calm. "Turn to the dark side, you have. No other choice, I have." Vader activated his clear blue lightsaber. "The Jedi betrayed the Republic, betrayed the Chancellor." "Blind you are, young Skywalker," Yoda retorted, "to the evils of the dark side of the Force." Vader lunged, Yoda only just blocking his lightsaber attack with his own small green one. Then Yoda sent Vader flying across the landing pad. Vader only had a second before Yoda was on top of him, his attacks quick and precise, Vader struggling to block each lunge. For several minutes, Vader stayed on the defensive, Yoda coming at him from every angle. They were dueling on a bridge whenever Vader started to gain the upper hand. For only a second, a dark power clouded Yoda's mind, and a second was all Vader needed. In an instant, he threw a blow across Yoda's shoulder. It wasn't much, but it was enough to distract him from Vader's second blow, nearly cutting the Jedi Master across the side. Yoda leapt back against the wall, gathered all his Force energy, and in one blinding movement, leapt at Vader in a super speed, deflected his lightsaber blade, and stabbed him through the chest. Yoda stepped back slowly, clutching his chest. The wound wasn't fatal and could be healed up easily. He began to make his way back to his starfighter when he noticed the source of the dark power that had momentarily blinded him. Darth Sidious and 4 clone troopers were walking down the path towards him. The troopers rushed forward, blasters blazing, but Yoda deflected the bolts with his lightsaber, sending them back to the clones, killing them all. "Master Yoda," Sidious said, still walking forward. "I did not expect to see you here." "Destroyed your apprentice is, Sidious," said Yoda. "Yes, and so are the Jedi. The last Jedi Master versus the last Dark Lord of the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is resting in this battle." "Then destroy you, I must," Yoda said. Then he rushed forward, lightsaber blazing, and clashed with the blood-red blade of the Emperor. The battle raged for several minutes, neither party having an upper hand. Though he was wounded, the Force still gave Yoda great power. But after a while, that power started fading. He was already exhausted and wounded from his battle with Vader. Sidious picked Yoda up with the Force and threw him against the wall. He then slammed him to the floor. As Sidious cackled madly, Yoda lay on the floor weakly. "The last remnants of the Jedi are destroyed," he said, and with a blast of blue Sith lightning, sent Yoda flying off the bridge and into the molten lava below. Sidious stood there, motionless, for several minutes. There was no point checking on Vader. He was dead. Sidious could feel it in the Force. He began walking back towards his ship. Vader was Sidious's most powerful asset, and he was destroyed, but it was of little consequence. Sidious was now Emperor of the galaxy. The Jedi were no more, and Skywalker had been a father. The child would no doubt possess great power in the Force. It wouldn't take long for Sidious to track down Skywalker's wife, Padme Amidala, who had most likely went into hiding, and take the child to train in the dark side of the Force. With the child of the most powerful Force user in history at his command, Sidious would have a clear path to eternal domination. I hope you enjoyed that video. I worked hard on it. So anyway, if you want more of this, you can like and show some support so I'll know to create more of this kind of thing. Also, it's kind of begging for a part 2, so that may come pretty soon as well. Anyway, again, if you liked this, hit like, and if you want more videos like this, subscribe by either clicking that subscribe button or shouting the name of your favorite pizza topping into the abyss.